Well, what's up, bookish babes? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'll be showing you guys the books that I read in November, and if you're wondering if any of the books are from the November TBR video, only one. And well, I can say two because I did mention I was gonna read Blackmart, so two. And the rest of them are very much mood reads. I either walk in Walmart and see a book, buy the book, and read that book, and not touch my TBR. And I guess I need to really stop doing that because I'm gonna never make it through these books if I keep buying books and prioritizing those books before I prioritize the ones that I need to read first. But I am currently reading the Spanish Love Deception, so I guess that'll be in the December TBR so the December reading wrap up video. But I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna dive right into this video. The first book that I read in November happens to be It Start With Us by Colleen Hoover. I read this book a 3-star. It's basically an extended epilogue of It Ends With Us. It's from Lily and what's his name? Atlas' point of view. I enjoyed this book. Did I need this book? No. But did I want this book? Yeah. But I absolutely love this book. I love the characters in this book. I love the two characters that was introduced in this book. This book right here, I'm glad I got to see that Lily growth and how she stood up for herself. So I did enjoy this book. The next book that I read was a reread, and it was a reread of Legendborn, and I reread Legendborn only because Blackmart was coming out, and I wanted to give myself a refresher on what happened because I last read Legendborn in 2020, the middle or end of 2020. When I start back reading, that's when I read Legendborn. So to my surprise, I didn't remember most of the things that happened in Legendborn, but I did give this book a 5-star. It stands a 5-star, and it's always going to be a 5-star for me because I love the black girl representation. I love that, you know, she got to it was just I just love this book. I can't explain it, but I just love this book. And yeah, so after reading Legendborn, I read the only book on my TBR, and that's the Atlas 6. I read this book because I wanted to go ahead and get it out the way because a lot of people be talking about it and saying that it's a really good book. It's my very first dark academia book I've ever read, and I love the book. I think it's more character driven than anything. It was like character but no plot. I love each one of the characters except for, what is his name? I can't even remember his name, but what is this guy's name? Is it Callum? I think it was Callum. I did not like Callum. Callum was an asshole, but he knew he was an asshole. Well, all of them were assholes, to be honest, but Callum was a big asshole, and I did not like Callum like that. But I did rate this book a 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it. It was a good book. On to the next. The next book I read was the DoOver by Lynn Painter. Now, I didn't really enjoy Better Than the Movie. That wasn't like a top tier book for me, like in one of my top rated books. But this one right here, I absolutely love this one. It's basically about I forget these character names every time I'm done reading this book. Emily. Her name is Emily, and the guy name is what is his name? I think she was dating Josh. Okay, what's the guy name that Nick. Emily and Nick. Emily basically had to redo Valentine's Day over and over and over until basically she stood up for herself and spoke her mind and stopped being a pushover. That's what I got from it. But this book was 4 stars. I gave it a 4 star. Matter of fact, we're gonna say a 4.5. I absolutely love this book. It was a good book. If you haven't read The DoOver by Lynn Painter, go read it. Now, this next book gave me very much Brown Sugar vibes. If you've never seen the movie Brown Sugar, this is what this book gave. It gave me Brown Sugar. It's, oh my god, it just really, just 5 stars. I gave this book 5 stars. Let's get that out the way. It's about Kiki and Malachi. Kiki has a radio station for her online campus for Whitewell, and she basically teaching the girls how to reclaim their self-love and stop letting guys run over them until this guy come on campus named Malachi. Now, Malachi did start off a little sketchy because he was dating girls, and even though he told them that he wasn't ready for a relationship or looking for anything serious, he was dating multiple girls at a time without even, you know, letting them know, like, hey, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to her. But Kiki and him got into a relationship, and the chemistry was automatically there. Like, they started, it's a fake dating trope. We love fake dating tropes. Him and Kiki started fake dating for her podcast and for his movie that he was trying to film, and it didn't feel fake, not one bit, not 1 second. Absolutely love this book. 5 stars, solid 5 stars. If you haven't read Honey and Spice, you need to get your hands on it. It is an amazing book. The next book I read was the star of the month, and that is Blackmart by Tracy Dion. My question is, when is book 3 coming out? That's all I want to know, because the way this book had me triggered. If you haven't seen my reading vlog in this video, go check that out. I'm not gonna talk too much about this book, but I gave this book a 5 star. If you want to see my thoughts, go to that video and check it out. But baby, the way this book had me want to fight grandmoms and babies and toddlers and sisters and brothers and aunties and uncles. I wanted to fight everybody, because why was they trying her so hard in this book? I just cannot get over how bad they tried my good sis in this book. It's crazy. If you haven't read Blackmart, go get your hands on Blackmart. If you want to see my opinion and my review on this book, I'll link the video below in the cards. You guys can go check it out there. But 5 stars. 5 stars. I think Tracy Dion, any book that she write coming out the Blackmart thing is going to get a solid 5 star from me. I don't care how bad it is. It's going to 5 stars. Now, this is the book that I just currently finished reading. It is Before I Let Go by Kenny Ryan. This reading vlog should be live now. If you haven't checked it out, go check that out to get my review and opinions on this book. But before you read this, search up the trigger warning, because it does touch on a lot of tough topics that may trigger some people. But it's about Yasmin and Josiah. They're a divorced couple juggling being a family and having a business together. And they just, chef kiss. This book is so freaking good. Like, oh my god, I just love it. They had 2 kids, a son and a daughter. The friends, Yasmin friends, Solita and Hendrix, amazing, like amazing. Oh my god, please, if you don't read no other book in December, read Before I Let Go by Kenny Ryan, because when I tell you, this book right here, 5 stars, solid 5 stars, solid 5 stars. It's just, I loved everything about it. I understood each one of their point of view. Although at the beginning I was side-eyeing Josiah, because why would you bring another female in this girl's house without her knowing something? Like, I understand you're trying to move on, and I understand that you're trying to find a way to live your life without Yasmin. Y'all been divorced 2 years. Y'all still love each other. So it was just like, talk it out. It was a misunderstanding. Talk it out. Get over it. The ending of this book, I almost cried. I absolutely love this book. Oh my god. New favorite book. Before I Let Go by Kenny Ryan. Go grab your copy. Now, the last book I read was on my Kindle, and it was A Night by Melanie Harlow. It's a single father book. He's a firefighter. He meets this next door neighbor. Her name is Wendy. And Wendy is 22 and he happens to be 37. So it's an age gap romance. Grumpy Sunshine. The father is a grump. He has 2 little girls that are amazing. I absolutely love his daughters because they were just so sweet and funny. And they love Winnie. And he loved Winnie. But he's one of those guys that, I love you, but I'm not trying to look for a serious type of relationship type of guy. He was one of those. But I love that book. A Night is another 4.5, 5-star book for me. I want to give it a 5 star. I don't want to give it 4.5. We're still on back with that book. That rating is a 4.5 or 5 star for me. But I absolutely love at Night by Melanie Harlow. It was a good book. I love Grumpy Sunshine. I love single fathers. Any single parent trope, absolutely love. Favorite trope ever. But I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video right here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.